Friends, family, here are my 5 tips on how to deal with your angry teenagers. So, number 1 is, for those of you who have teenagers, you know that they get angry quite often, right? So how do you deal with those teenagers? Well, here's a proverb. This is a big subject, so this is just one little tip for you that you can apply today. And the proverb goes like this: a man without self-control is like a city without walls. So if you walk into a situation where a teenager is screaming and yelling at you and complaining about something, you have to have this wall, meaning this self-control, or else you're going to have a battle of emotions. He said this, she said this, you screaming at them, you better do this, you better do that, it's your fault. That's how we respond. But how should we respond? We should respond with a calm face, right? With a calm body language, with a low voice, because that will tell them that you're guarded, you have everything under control, and they'll start to respond properly as well over time. So try that and let me know how that works for you. Here's my second tip. And this one we miss. I know I miss it quite often, and it's written in Ephesians 6:4. Parents, do not exasperate your children, or in this case, teenagers. Now, that means that we sometimes set the bar too high for them. I expect a high standard from my kids, and I'm sure you do. And when I get into the arguments, I'm hitting that limit that I've set and the limit that I'm enforcing. So try to readjust that limit, because, kids, they talk the talk. They think of themselves more highly than they ought to, but their actions don't live up to their talk. So to fix this issue, try to lower that bar. Try to give them a little more grace to resolve the issue of getting into these emotional fights and how to resolve the anger issues. Here's my third tip. In the world of academia, we sometimes get confused. What is a proper way of training someone up, specifically in difficult situations, how you react in hardships or irritations? So at times what we do is we just simply tell them, we educate them in a way: don't do this, don't do that, don't react to me like this. Instead, try to follow this example or use this as a guide in your life. It's written in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1. You are to imitate me as I imitate Christ. This is basically speaking that you ought to have some higher authority above you, and you ought to imitate that same behavior to your teenagers. Specifically pay attention of anger, right? How do you react to bad situations, to irritation, to hardships, to some situations that bring out emotions in you? They will copy you, they will imitate you. So pay attention of how you react, and they will follow you. Here's my fourth tip. Previously, I told you guys that teens, they imitate us, and that we should imitate to them the behavior they should live up to, and that we should live up to a higher standard. But what happens when we don't live up to those high standards? Especially when we start to see them use the same words, the same emotion, the same reactions that we use in situations that we ought to have self-control, right? So what do we do then? Ephesians 6:4, the later part of that, states that we are to instruct them and we are to train them in the ways of the Lord, meaning that we should be able to come to them and admit, hey guys, we don't really live up to the highest of standards, but at least let me instruct you and train you how to do it, how to properly react. So this way, at least they will recognize, you know what, I am copying my parents, and you know what, I do need to adjust and see if I can do it better than them. And here's my final one, my final thoughts, number 5. Guys, my final thoughts on how to deal with your angry teenager. And this one is inspired by 1 Corinthians 13:13, and it uses 3 words: faith, hope, and love. And it says that those things are eternal, meaning the work that you're doing with these words or with these actions are eternal. So understand the work that you're doing with your children will last forever. So what is faith? Faith is your confidence level, right? And with practice, your confidence level should raise. You will see the results coming back to you, and that should build you up, and you should be able to build on that and continue to grow your confidence. What is hope? Hope is your expectation. It's your desire. And I know sometimes our desire is false. So that's why I'm here to encourage you, to tell you that don't give up, always go. And love is you basically loving your children. You're giving yourself up for them. Love is kind, love is gentle, love always perseveres, guys. Guys, thank you for watching this video on how to deal with your angry teen. Hopefully it helps you guys. And leave a comment below Let me know how it works out for you, or if you need any help or any other advice. I'm here to listen and to respond. God bless you guys.